Responsible internet usage for mental health, intermittent internet fasting. Welcome in, much love, Trav here. Are you online too much and it's causing you problems? You are not alone. Welcome to society, 21st century, where we have this new thing that hasn't been around for so long. And as a society, we haven't yet figured out how to use it responsibly. We know that it can be super damaging, that it fucks up people sleeping really badly. You might fall into that it screws up people's relationships, too much time on social media, that it can actually make people depressed scrolling through your news feed. So how do we use it just for good and try to minimize it? I've made a few other videos talking about different strategies. Keep your electronics out of your bedroom, for one, and try to evaluate when you're online. I'll set the bike down here, continue on foot. When I'm online, am I doing something very important that is leading to meeting someone in person? Is it a money-making activity, very important that I share, or not important, or very important to learn? If not, turn it off. I hope this falls into the very important to learn category. For me, this falls in the very important to share category, so it's worth doing. If not, shouldn't be online. Here's one more tool you can think about, which is your internet fasting window. So actually, before we go into this, let's talk about why it's bad for us. A few reasons. One of them is it shortens our attention span. It shortens our concentration. We have the short-term dopamine loop, scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Facebook, scrolling through Twitter. It destroys our ability to concentrate on things for hours. And that's really bad because we need to concentrate on things for long periods of time to become good at things and to solve complex, deep problems in whatever field, niche we're in, whatever. If we want to focus in a conversation or give our attention to a group of people, we need deep focus, right? So that's why it's bad. It's because it destroys conversation. It's bad for relationships because it can replace relationships instead of leading to meeting, and it can depress because when people's lives are super manicured on social media, they pretend to be something that they're not necessarily, right? I mean, even for me, my Instagram is not my life. I am outside every day, but I'm also on the computer generally for 1 to 2 hours and spend a lot of time traveling to get to those places and stuff like that. So that's why it makes us depressed, because we measure our lives and we're like, hey, that's no good. So here's what we need to do. Here's another strategy. I want you to think about this. What is the window of time that you're online every day? So for instance, you're not online when you're sleeping. Okay? So say you sleep for 8 hours. Are you online immediately before going to bed and immediately after getting up? Then you have a 16-hour window, right, where you're on the internet. How can you shorten that? I want to shorten it because I don't want to be trained for this short-term attention deficit disorder all the time. So I try to shut off a couple hours before going to sleep, and I'll read for 2 hours. So that gets me to 10 hours with a 14-hour window. How do I reduce that even further? Can I shut it off even a few hours earlier? Can I wait an hour before getting online? So that's what I'm working on right now. Yesterday, my internet fast was from 6 p.m. till 9 a.m. So I had a 15-hour fast, and I think that's okay. If I'm online from 9 to 6 p.m., that's a 9-hour window every day. That is a lot of time online every day. If you want to reach me after 6 p.m., I'll be online tomorrow, right? It's not that urgent. So that's what I'm working on right now, is narrowing that window. The similar concept to paying attention to your eating and fasting windows. I've talked about intermittent fasting on here, warrior diet, popular thing, where my eating window is from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. on a lot of days, 6-hour eating window. And it's going to be interesting to see if I can totally separate the internet and the eating windows, maybe after I eat. I'm offline for the day, so I'm experimenting with this, and I'll share more. But I know for certain that being strategic about this is good. That if you take a look at the time that you're spending, it will be good for you. That if you, so I'm curious for you, could you share, please, so all of us can benefit below? What does your internet window look like? How many hours is it? Please share that, and what would you like it to be? So for me, it's, I mean, some days I shut off the phone at 10. I'm very rarely on later than there. Sometimes I do fuck up and slip up, but usually my window is more like 10 hours. I'm trying to reduce it down. Not to zero, you know, I do want to be reachable online. Share below, hope you find that really helpful, and try to minimize it as much as possible. While getting as much out of it. Again, hope this falls into the very, very important life-changing category. Things, motivation for me to be extremely helpful in everything that I do. So thank you. I hope you find this useful. Much love. Look forward to seeing what you have to say in the comments. That's for mental health. You got it.